Hey guys, and welcome back to the vlog. I'm Janelle if you're new here. And yeah, it's Friday. I am just packing up some orders, just trying to get everything wrapped up for the week. I finished a river weaving yesterday, and I'm gonna have some news about that river weaving class. I'm gonna call it a class thing, I think, not a course, because I don't know. To me, it's a class because I'm just like taking you start to finish through a project. So I think that's just a better name for it. Anyway, I just finished a river weaving last night. So I'm going to ship that off today. And yeah, so I'm going to go take some pictures of that. And then we'll see what else we can get up to. Actually, one thing I did want to talk about. You're about to see some of the disaster that is my studio. It's pretty ridiculous in here right now, but I wanted to tell you about a couple of things, and I think it's like fun to see the process, so hopefully you don't mind seeing my mess. You've seen this before. Oh my gosh. It is such a disaster in here. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're gonna be fine. That's what I keep telling myself. Anyway, so this table, my lovely solid pine work table that I have here in the studio. I really love it, but I think I bought it used. So I bought it off like Kijiji or something like that a few years ago. And I think the person who had it did this like weird, let's see if we can focus here. They did like a tea stain on it or something like that. Anyway, and as you can see from right here, like it's a little bit beat up. I think this person had like a few kids and stuff like that. So like it's definitely had some beating up and stuff, which is totally fine because again, it is a table and it's solid wood. So my plan this weekend is to start refinishing it. So I'm going to move in a temporary just like fold up table into here so that I don't have to rush through refinishing this table because I know that's what I'll do. And I need a table in here for packing orders and stuff. So please excuse this mess. You guys, oh man, the vlog is a place of reality. Okay, so I did a test sand just to see what I was dealing with underneath. So everything else in here is pine, and all the shelves I ordered from IKEA, which I still haven't been updated. I don't know when those are coming, but they're all pine too. So my plan is to sand all of this off, sand it smooth. Like here's another little ding, if we can focus here. I'm gonna sand it all, and I'm going to leave the top in that beautiful pine and just give it a clear coat with some water-based polyurethane, I think that, or varathane maybe? Anyway, it's a water-based so that it doesn't yellow the table. I made the mistake of using an oil-based polyurethane on my YouTube studio table, and so maybe you've noticed before, but it has a bit of a yellowy color. Anyway, and then the legs, so this part and this part, I am going to paint a black color. So I stopped by Dulux. I've actually never used Dulux paint, but Dulux, it's like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm always now trying to, here, I'm gonna flip this around for a sec. So I'm now always, this thing is so heavy. This is why I don't vlog holding the camera. Okay, I'm gonna sit you down. Okay, so what I was trying to say is, I don't know about you guys, but just with all the COVID stuff, it's just like, I'm always trying to think of places I can go that are convenient, that won't have a lot of other people in it, because at least where I am, people are not social distancing anymore, and it just stresses me out, and I don't need more things that give me anxiety. So I'm always trying to find stuff that I can like order online, or stores that I can go to that I know won't be crowded. So for me, that's the Dulux paint store, because just where it's located in the city, it's just easy to get to. And when I stopped in there to get paint chips, I was literally the only person in there, so it just made me feel a little bit calmer. Anyway, so this color is called Black Magic, and it's like, it's not like a true black. Like, I'm gonna try to find something black. Like, I would say this is a true black, so you can see that it's like a little bit lighter, like more of a super deep charcoal. But I really like it, and I want to do, like I said, the legs and the base of the table this color, just to kind of break up all the pine, because I'm going to have a lot of pine in here. So the shelves behind me here are pine. The huge shelf unit I ordered from IKEA is pine. And then on the ceiling, we're doing rows of pine, as well as like pine shiplap, essentially, or tongue and groove boards to all around the ducting and to cover up the ducting. So a lot of pine. So I really wanted to break that up a little bit by doing some black in here. And I'm also going to paint some drawers I had. So you're about to see a whole lot more mess. Give me a second. So in this area, I have a plan. I have these drawers that I found on Kijiji a few years ago. Also, I think originally from IKEA. They're also kind of beat up. Someone had them in their garage, and they're like this silvery color. I'm going to spray paint them black, which is probably going to take a long time, but that's fine. I'm going to spray paint them black, and there's 2 of them, and I'm going to put them right over here on the wall. And then I'm going to put my printer on top of those. And then above that, I'm going to put a nice big bulletin board over here. And the reason for that mainly being that I kind of need a place to have all my different like yarns and fat or velvets and stuff. I want to have like a board with all the different swatches and the color names and all that stuff. So I thought that would be a good location, especially because this is behind the door. Having something flat back there utilizes that space well without being in the way. So yeah. So I'm going to move those drawers there, paint them black. That'll be where the printer lives. And then bonus that there's like a ton of storage underneath. And again, whew, so much reality. Okay. And then on this wall, so if you're new here, on this wall, I ordered a huge IKEA shelf unit. The TV will still go on there, but like you can see I have such a mishmashed array of furniture, and I want this to be a put together space that I can film in and it doesn't look as disastrous as it does now. And then my sewing machine, which is hiding under some linen over there, that is I'm going to try to fit it in the closet. Right now the closet houses not just studio stuff, but there's like a bunch of decor and storage and stuff. So I'm gonna move it to the photo studio because there's a big closet in there. That's my plan so far. So I'm hoping I can clear out enough of that. And this closet actually goes all the way back under our stairs. Like our stairs are right here on the other side of this wall. So my closet in here goes all the way underneath the stairs. So it's quite big. So I'm hoping I can move enough stuff out of there that I can fit the sewing machine in there, because I don't really use it, but I'm not, insert like sad music here right now. I'm not in a place where I feel like I can sell it or get rid of it. It's brand new, basically. I got it quite a few years ago when I was planning to start up a small upholstery business after I no longer worked at the upholstery shop I was working at. And that never happened because fiber arts found me again. I went to college for fiber arts and it just all made so much more sense. So anyway, also I should be talking more into this mic and I apologize. So anyway, I'm going to move that into the closet right now. I'm not ready to get rid of it because if there's one thing I've learned about myself, I guess, is that I am notorious for saying, what is going on with my hair? Okay, that's a little better. I'm notorious for saying I'm never going to do something again. Like, oh, I'll never do floor loom weaving again. I'll never do blah, blah again. And then shortly after, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want to do that so much. So that's why I don't want to get rid of my sewing machine, because I might go through a phase. And I mean, it's like, those sewing machines last forever, so there's really no harm. I already own it, so there's really no harm in keeping it and just making space for it. So that's the plan. And I'm thinking now what I can do just to make sure I'm utilizing my closet space really well is actually put it in the closet in a way that I could still sew with it in the closet, obviously, and then just like build some shelves over top of it so that I'm not like wasting that entire area of wall. So in reality, I probably have more stuff to get rid of, but I just don't have a lot of time for that. So it's just going to be a lot of shifting and moving around for now. And that's a studio update. I feel like this studio is in constant flux and it's like constantly being, I don't know, updated, rearranged, rethought out, all the things. So anyway. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to flip this table over and start taking it apart. This table, I'm so glad I got this specific one because like I said, all the pieces are solid wood and it comes apart, which is amazing because IKEA. So the top is one piece and then the sides are 4 pieces and the legs are 4 pieces. So it's perfect for those of us who want to like... Okay, so this is the now third time I have filmed this part of the vlog because the mic died and I forgot that when the mic dies, the audio just cuts out completely. So what I was trying to say, okay, so I put this plastic table in here temporarily while I finish that table there, just so I have something to work with because this is definitely going to take me longer than the weekend to refinish because you have to like have all the drying and all that kind of stuff after sanding and refinishing. So that is that. One thing I did think about that other table, because this one is even more narrow, so it's going to be a little bit of a pain to use for now. But even that one, I find a little bit narrow at times when I'm packing orders. So I was thinking, again, because it is solid wood, I can drill into it, that I'm gonna build like a pop-up shelf for it, that it can be, so like an extension on it when I need it, but then it can fold back down and be out of the way because it does get a little crowded in here and I don't want to permanently have a ginormous table in here. So that's that. I'm really excited to redo this. I am just not a fan of this orangey brown color, especially with all the like pine I have going on in here already. I think it'll just look so much better. So yeah, I'm sure in the vlog next week you'll be seeing some of the table makeover and I think it'll be awesome. And I think that's all I have to say about that, you guys. I have some other ideas for storage and organization for this studio moving forward as well, again on the table, because one thought I had, because this is a solid wood table and the tabletop comes completely off, eventually what I would like to do is actually have like a bunch of storage drawers that the tabletop just sits on top of, and then it can be like a true standing work table because most of the time if I'm using my table I'm standing at it, so it's a little bit low, and I'm gonna put it on caster wheels so I can wheel it around easily and that'll raise it up a bit. But yeah, the future and the long-term plan is definitely for it to be all storage underneath the table with the tabletop on the top so that I can really utilize this space without making the room smaller because the table's living there anyway, so I might as well have storage under the table. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. Hopefully that's interesting to you. This studio of mine is definitely an ever-evolving space, and I think that's the best way to do it because until you've been working in a space for a while, it's hard to know exactly what you're going to want and what you're going to need to make it function the way you want. And it's just like every week I have more things that I think of that would be like, oh, that would be nice if I had storage for this. And like we did, maybe I'll just show you real quick before we end this. You probably remember, and I think I showed it, but we did this whole shelf situation back here just a few weeks ago, so that I had a place to keep all of my storage boxes, because I have filmed and refilmed this so many times, and the mic was dying, and then I accidentally pressed stop at the end. Anyway, so we did those shelves a few weeks ago, and they just house all my shipping boxes now in a very organized way, and I love it. It's so much easier to work with when things are in an organized way, and I always really struggle with organization and staying tidy. I'm a very messy worker, but I'm trying to get better about like not beating myself up for being a messy worker, but then also actually taking the time to properly clean after I make a big mess, because putting things back where they belong and then having a fresh start on Mondays especially just makes everything so much better and so much easier. So I'm trying to get better with that habit. So anyway, I digress. I think I've said everything I need to say. It's hard to remember because I've said it now like 4 times. So anyway, there will be a table makeover in next week's vlog. So stay tuned for that, because I'm definitely going to work on that this weekend. And I'm just kind of looking forward to working on something different. I think this past week was the past 2 to 3 weeks was really insane, getting the fiber packs together, then filling orders all week, and filming tutorials in between that and all that kind of thing. So I think I'm ready just for a project that is just like mainly for me. Like it's just something to make my studio prettier, and then it'll be in the vlog and it'll be prettier. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great week ahead, and we'll see you on next week's vlog. So if you like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell to get notifications when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.